Hi everybody, my name is Joshua Della Rossa and I'm a fourth year Bachelor of Business Administration student at the Schulich School of Business, York University. One of the top reasons why I chose Schulich was the school's prestige. Schulich is one of the top business schools in Canada and is known globally for the quality of their programs. Additionally, compared to other top business schools, Schulich is quite affordable. For me especially, I lived at home rather than on residence. This was definitely a factor. Getting a high-level education at the cost that I did was hard to pass up. Schulich's exchange program was another factor, given my desire to travel and perhaps work internationally in the future. One of the downsides of Schulich is that there's no mandated co-op program. It's up to you to get your own summer internship, and while Schulich does assist you in terms of networking and perhaps getting you opportunities, that is definitely something that should be considered when making your decision. The teaching style at Schulich is mainly lecture-based, with some labs in years 1 and 2 for courses like accounting. In the labs, you can ask questions about course material, and there is usually a series of questions about that week's material that are taken up in the lab. They are a good opportunity to make sure that you understand the material as the course progresses. Personally, I found the workload quite manageable, but it can be a lot of times, especially near exams and midterm time. So it is really important to practice time management and plan out when things are due, especially for the long-term projects that tend to sneak up on you. In my experience, the program looks for high 80s and above as a competitive average for acceptance to the program, but it may change slightly depending on the strength of the class of students that apply. There is a supplementary application, which consists of a written application and a video interview, and essentially the school is trying to get to know you better and get a sense of your character and leadership abilities. So my advice would be to demonstrate how your extracurriculars help to develop more of your soft skills, like your leadership, your collaboration. My advice for the video interview is to stay calm. Don't worry about how long or short your answer is. Just give a clear and concise response to the question. One of the downsides of Schulich is that there is no mandated co-op program. However, the school does help you a ton with connecting students to different networking opportunities. Schulich certainly doesn't limit your post-grad job opportunities in any way. I've seen people from Schulich get jobs in a number of fields, from accounting or consulting jobs with large firms like Deloitte or EY, to even starting their own tech companies. The key is to focus on what you're passionate about and look to avenues both in school and outside of school to develop it. One tip I would give regarding recruiting is to take advantage of Schulich networking events. It's a great way to work on your networking skills, and I know a countless number of people who've gotten jobs through them. Also, a lot of companies recruit at the start of the school year, in September and October, so make sure to get a quick start, whether you're at the point where you're looking for a full-time job or a summer internship. In terms of university courses, in the first 2 years of Schulich, all your business courses are mandated core courses, so your courses are pretty much chosen for you. However, you do get to choose 2 electives each year, which are taken at York University. Hard courses really depend on you, your interests and skills. Generally, people found accounting and stats hard, but that may not be the case for you. Take the time to understand where your passions and interests lie in the first couple of years, so that in the 3rd and 4th year you can choose the right path for you and avoid courses that you may struggle with. How you study really depends on what works for you. I would really recommend keeping up with your readings and the course material throughout the term to avoid cramming at the end. Making study notes to refresh myself on the course material and focus on the important concepts is a strategy that I found useful during my time at Schulich. There's often a lot of material to go through, so figuring out what material is most important is key to effective studying. Some people say that Schulich has a competitive culture, and I'm sure that exists to some degree in most of the top university business programs. My experience with other students was nothing but positive, and there will be lots of opportunities to form study groups with friends if that is how you like to study. I didn't live on residence, so I didn't have that experience, but since Schulich has its own building, it's very easy to meet people. Most Schulich classes take place in the Schulich building, so all of your courses except for your electives will generally be in that one building. There are tables and study spots throughout the building where students can hang out, as well as a Starbucks and a mini restaurant called Tuckner's, although I'm not sure I give Tuckner's my endorsement. Given that there are only a few hundred people in your year, it's similar to a high school vibe, where you get to know most people in your year fairly easily. York Lanes, the area of York where there are many restaurants and other places to hang out, is pretty close to the Schulich building and another go-to spot at the university. I would definitely recommend getting involved in clubs and other activities at Schulich. It's a great way to meet people and can also help you determine what career path might be right for you. Being on a club or being a club executive can also provide you with a great opportunity to network with different companies that sponsor Schulich events. In my 3rd year, I applied to the Schulich Exchange program and went to Bath in the United Kingdom. Exchange is open both to BBA students, which is my program, as well as IBBA students. IBBA stands for International Bachelor of Business Administration, and exchange is mandatory for the IBBA program, while optional for BBAs. I had a great experience on my exchange term, and a lot of support is provided both by Schulich and the university you go to in order to ensure that your experience is a good one. I would recommend Schulich's exchange program to anyone looking to add an international component to their degree. In addition, if you go on exchange and take a few other courses at Schulich, you have the opportunity to get a certificate of international management added to your diploma. The Schulich Career Development Center provides a lot of support to students career-wise, from hosting seminars on how to write a resume, as well as to connecting students to job and networking opportunities. Each student is assigned an academic advisor when they're accepted into the program and can book a one-on-one advising opportunities with the advisor whenever they need to. York University also has a number of more general support options for students, including health and dental, walk-in counseling, as well as LGBTQ+ support groups. The advice I'd give to myself starting this program, and even just starting university, would be to take the time to really find out what you're passionate about and where you want your career to go. It's important to start to have that conversation with yourself early so that you can take advantage of the resources at Schulich to help guide your path. Talking to advisors, professionals at networking events, and your peers will help you to determine what specific direction you want your career to take. The first 2 years of university, you still have that flexibility to drastically change the direction you're heading in. Explore, meet new people, try new things. These new experiences will help you discover more about yourself and what you really want to do in your life. Good luck to everyone heading into university. This is an exciting time for you. Schulich is a great school, and based on my experience, I would strongly recommend it.